Hello, this is Outback String House bringing you another video. Today we'll be stringing a clutch with a mid-high pocket and triangle top string. Let's get started. So you're going to want to start with your nylon, put it through the first sidewall hole, then take your mesh, the 9 diamonds across, put it through the front of the mesh, pull it around over the head, through the sidewall hole again. It's a little tough. It will fit through. Don't be worried. They make them especially for this. And then pull it tight. So you should have the string coming out of the front of the stick, front of the head, and it should look like that. And take your nylon, put it back through the same hole, so you have it on the back. And then from here, go through the first top string hole, through the second mesh hole, and through the loop that you made. Pull it tight. Should look like this. And continue that all the way across the top, skipping one mesh hole and one top string hole. Then go through there and there. So, show you when I'm done. Okay, so I finished the top string, and I'm going to show you how to finish it off. So you want to take the nylon through the last mesh hole, do the top sidewall hole on the other side. So you have it like this right now. Go over the head, through the last mesh hole again, and then through that same first sidewall hole that you just went through, and then tie it off. Okay. Okay, so now for the triangle part of the triangle top string. You're going to go through the second sidewall hole down, up through the first top string hole, here's where it gets a little tricky. Down, you're going to want to put the string down through, in between this nylon and the mesh. Take it under and then put it up through here. It's kind of hard to do in front of the camera, so I'll just come back to you when I'm done. Okay, so you can see I went down through here and then back up through here. What you want to do is take your nylon, put it back through this top string hole, and pull it tight. So it's kind of like half a triangle right there. And then see this mesh hole right here? See how it's like kind of smushed on top? And there's that thing in the middle. You're going to put the nylon in one side, and then finally out the other. I don't know if you can really tell what I did there, but it looks like that from the front, as you can see, maybe. Yeah, so that's what you want to do. And then put it back through this and repeat the last step. I'll just do that and come back to you when I'm done. So here it is, triangle top string. all finished up, knots tied, and we will get to the sidewalls. So here we go. Take your nylon, put it through the third sidewall hole, pull it up to the front of the head, through the second mesh hole down, and back through the third sidewall hole. Okay, so it should look like that. You can pull this tight. I'll do that later. And with sidewalls, you want to do them at the same time, so I'll go ahead and do the step to the other side, and I'll get back to you. So I went ahead and did it to both sides. So what you're going to want to do, this is for the whole way down, so pay close attention. I'll do it twice, so you can't miss it. Skip a sidewall hole. So I think this is like the 5th or something. I'm going to stop keeping track. Then go through the outside of the mesh. See this loop here? Goes from the one you just did through the sidewall. From the mesh, go through that loop. And pull it tight. If it's done correctly, it should look like that. This one isn't very tight, it'll look better. So do that all the way down. You can bag pockets, do bag sidewall holes, do whatever you want to get a better pocket. And I'll show you when I'm done with this. Okay, so I went ahead and finished the sidewalls. Time consuming, can't stress enough how important it is to make sure whatever you do to this side, you do to this side. I had to redo it twice because it was uneven. And when it's uneven, it throws weird, and no one wants that. So, I'm going to show you how to do the bottom string. Take just basically a scrap, put it through the bottom hole, like that. Put it through the last mesh hole that you went through with your sidewalls. So you should have it on the outside like this. Take it across, go through the other side, basically just what you did, and then pull it through and pull it tight. A lot of times you'll see people running around with what I call lobster pockets, and that's when this bottom string is really loose, and that's where the whole pocket is. You do not want to get used to that. It's bad. You don't want that kind of pocket. You look like a scrub. So you're going to want to go ahead, tie it off, make sure it's tight. So yeah, we'll be getting to the shooters in a little bit. Here it is. What I normally do is I take this and I just kind of curl it up. I think that looks good. Never ever cut the mesh. That is just a terrible, terrible thing to do. And because if you ever want to reuse it or restring it or change it, even later, like 5 minutes later, you can't. So, yeah, be back in a bit. Okay, so on this, I'm going to do a straight nylon, a 4, and a 2. So, for those of you who don't know, for the nylon, you just go in, through the mesh, out, and I'll just come back to you when I'm done. Okay, so here it is, all done. I put the shooters in. And yeah, so that's how you string a lacrosse stick. This part is like 2nd grade weaving. You can figure it out. That's also 2nd grade weaving. So, yeah. See you next time.